I like birds, all shapes, all sizes, you name it. Swimming, flying, walking, birds.
Talking.
They talk to me. Welcome back to the channel, Disc Golf World. This is Connor O'Reilly with Team Lone Star Disc and Team OTB Discs, and today we find ourselves on day 12 of Vlogmas, almost at the halfway point. And day 12 means we're gonna be doing the 6th of our Saddle Up subscription box giveaways. Lone Star's been kind enough to give away one of their monthly Saddle Up subscription boxes to one of you lucky winners on every even numbered day throughout Vlogmas. And a little bit about the box. It's gonna have one Founder's disc with a custom stamp that you're only gonna be able to find in these boxes. Also, it's gonna have one X-Out disc, and it's gonna have a piece of swag, whether it's a shirt or whatnot. So it's gonna have 2 discs, piece of swag in the box, $40 value, and that exclusive disc, I'm sure the artwork is gonna be money. You're gonna want that. So don't forget to check out the description below to see how to enter that giveaway. And today, for day 12, we find ourselves in Houston, Texas. Just left the Lone Star factory, got some new goodies. I have the new spur to try out for you guys. Added a couple discs to the bag. Got a couple backups for the discs I've been loving already. And we're at Northside Christian Church. Wooded open combo course, one of the best in the area, so hope you guys enjoy. Hole 1 here at Northside Christian is 684-foot par 4. Out of bounds on the right with the water and on the left with this path to avoid. I'm going. Woo, curled back in bounds. Let's go. I've got 300 feet left into the basket. That path on the left, still playing out of bounds. And a couple trees on that right side to help shape the backhand shot. Good chance to showcase the horny toad. Nice firm, flat power grip on the right. That was essentially full swing on the horny toad, and just showcases how stable that disc really is. All right, starting with birdie. That's how we like to get it done here on Vlogmas. I just left the Lone Star Disc factory, and that means I picked up finally some of these new spurs, one of the newest molds out of Lone Star Disc. And this is really gonna fill that gap that I needed between the Chupacabra and that Brazos disc. Really that key kind of final hold to my bag I feel like I had. I'm gonna showcase it right here. This is the Spur Alpha Plastic. Great forehand or backhand. Ooh, nice dead ground play. Sat next to the basket. 280 feet, no problem for the Spur. Over time, I've kind of been shortening my downswing to be higher in my body, especially because of the windy conditions that we play in on the tour and wanting to be able to kind of have a repeatable putt. But I don't know, recently I've been messing with that lower downswing again, and the rhythm of it feels so good to me. It's how I used to putt. But I think as long as I do that low swing, but keep a flat nose angle and wing angle, I can still have a lot of wind resistance. So I've been messing with it, and it feels great already. Hole 3 has that countdown distance. 3, 2, 1. Pick your poison. Forehand, backhand. You got options here. 2 trees kind of centering up the gap, so you can't go straight at it. You got to take either the right hand backhand hyzer or the forehand. I'm gonna go Artemis. Throw it on some hyzer. Show you guys how nice and straight this disc is while still having tons of reliability. I love that. Talk nice to me. Oh yeah, gentle ground play, throwing that 4-speed, approach the basket, so soft. I always like showing up to the course hungry, so then when I present myself with that opportunity for that turkey, I'm ready to gobble it down, y'all. Give me all of them. 3 for 3 to start. Those blue bonnets are hitting you guys. Hole 4 is 336 feet. It's a par 3. Couple options here. The most preferred gap's probably straight ahead, slightly to the left here. Right hand, backhand turnover. Maybe left hand, backhand hyzer flip. There's also some right side options here depending on how wide you want to take it. Forehand's currently blocked by our polar bear friend and his Christmas trees. So we're just gonna go ahead and ixnay that option. I'm going to the Texas Ranger here. Hitting it flat, giving it enough height to just drift off to the right throughout the flight. Juiced it. A little too turned out of the hand. Got a long putt coming up. You always gotta love when the course has the backpack holders. You don't gotta set your bag down. One less time you gotta bend down, hurt that old back of yours. Thank you. C2, looking for that blue. It's easy when you're using the blue bonnet. Just off the mark, a little bit low and wide there. But I didn't do my work off the drive. And I'll learn next time. V2 blue bonnet. If I haven't sold you already through the first 11 days of Vlogmas, day 12 is gonna be the cherry on top, promise. Hole 5 is 230 feet. You got this mandatory directly off the tee, keeping you away from the playground. You know, we're all for safety. Big forehand gap available. Also, if you like dead straight, it's right there waiting for you. And I'm gonna challenge myself, go penny putter, straight at it, create my own tunnel hole, even though the forehand looks pretty simple, pretty enticing. This one's in the alpha plastic, nice and stiff, but still good grip in the hand. Fall. Oh my gosh, you guys, this penny putter is just tantalizingly close to the basket so many times already this Vlogmas. Love throwing that thing. I mean, dead straight. Go get you one. That basket got lucky. That's all I gotta say. Hole 6 is 225 feet, plays over this pond. That's the main distinguishing feature. And a couple trees to shape your line, but really you can go straight at it, slight hyzer. There is a mandatory, actually 2 mandatories, so don't forget about those. You gotta play it straight. Nothing crazy, no spike forehands over the road. I mean, I have another dead straight line available for the penny. Y'all know the drill. A little bit of turn out of my hand there, and I gave it a little more pop than the last one. Put it long, but I really wanted to give it a chance. Spoke a little soon. Got a pretty guarded look here. Circle one though. Oh, just short. Come on, player B. Tell him what to do. He should know by now. Come on. All right, another par here. Definitely gonna try to keep those to a minimum today because I like scorching at this course. It's a fun one. Hole 7 brings us into the beginning of the real wooded portion of the course. 252 feet, essentially dead straight with a little finish off to the left. There's one tree, big oak you can see way down there that if you fade just in front of that, you're gonna be A-okay. Horny toad, alpha plastic. I'm gonna go fan grip here. Just try to control my speed, make sure I hit it flat, let the disc fade late. Give me that fade, come on. Front or behind the trunk, which one? Just in front of it, got held up in the roots. Should be putting pretty close. I slid into this last root and it kind of just spun me in place on the pine needles. There's another birdie. I think we've only missed 2 through 7 so far. Decent pace, we'll take it. Seeing as we are in the land of NASA, the 3-2-1 hole distance, I'm starting to get it. I see the theme, I see why it's happening. Hole 8, 321 feet. Once again, pick your poison if you want to throw a dead straight shot that avoids going anywhere to the right. You can give yourself a left side look at the green. This one really sets up for the right hand baby flex forehand. I'm going to that spur once again. Really happy to have this disc in my lineup so I don't have to throw the chupacabra so hard. And I can shape the lines a little more with this disc. Let's check it out. Little turn, little fade back. Come on, skip up for me. Talk nice. I mean, this is a perfect shot to show you guys that new spur and how it's filling the lineup, filling that gap between the chupacabra and a disc like the Brazos. Money, let's go. Perfect drive and perfect disc choice if you ask me. That Wonder Bread stamp. Ooh. Hole 9 is a true dual option par 3. You got the dead straight line at it. Also the slightly bigger right hand forehand route here on the left. You do have the water to clear initially for the first 80 to 100 feet. That shouldn't come into play for most players, but if you're a beginner, you know, that water is always calling your name, and even when you don't want it to. We're looking at 312 feet. Should be another great shot for the spur. Flat release down the left side. Let it fade late. Maybe even touch a hyzer. Oh. Flipped it. We're not wet. See if we can work some magic with a little armadillo forehand turnover coming in. Probably at least a $140 out. $120. $140. You're right. C2 straddle out. Great opportunity to use that blue bonnet stability to swing back in. Oh, off the top, we got some squirrels fighting in the background. I need y'all to chill out, you guys. Player B's on it. That guy never misses. A blemish on the card. You know, didn't get through the front 9 clean, but we were off to the races. Back 9, let's birdie out. Hole 10's 225 feet. It's tucked off to the right, although the initial like 4/5 of the flight is gonna be dead straight. Pick your poison, understable backhand turnover. Go something slightly overstable with the forehand. It's a great shot for the horny toad. I'm gonna go to that standstill, try to deliver it flat. Let the disc work. Maybe even a little bit of hyzer. Now can I beat the pine trunks? Huh? Caught one of those last ones that leads to the basket, and it feels like that's kind of part of this hole. Maybe if you shape that perfect backhand turnover, or if you cut early on the forehand to the short side of the green, you can get through clean, but if you want to park this one, you need a little bit of luck. As you can see, this last trunk kept me from a little park job. That's all right, because we want to practice our putting as much as we can this Vlogmas. Yeah, there it is. Nice smooth stroke. Release it into the chains, give it a chance. What are these? These are the DGA Mach. I never know with the Machs, you know. I'm gonna call it the Mach 2. Y'all can tell me. I like the flags though, it's a good addition. Hole 11 is 291 feet. It is a similar shape to the last hole, although you have this big trunk just off the tee on the right that kind of keeps the forehand a little bit skinnier. Really sets up for the right hand backhand shot with something really understable. The Bearcat should be a fantastic option for this hole. I'm gonna go fan grip, release it on hyzer, and watch the disc work out to the right late. Playing right back into the sun here. Out of the hand on hyzer. I finally threw a good Bearcat shot. Let's go. Fan grip, hyzer flip, butteriness. If you don't have a high arm speed or you have a troublesome shot where you can't get a ton of power on it, you know, one of those classic Texas turnarounds out of the woods, the Bearcat's gonna hold that line and give you easy distance. Foot fault. Rare. Bearcat. It's a good option for those hyzer flip shots or for newer players. Or if you just want to get techie as crap in the tight woods. You're welcome. Hole 12 is 312 feet. This course designer's on something. I see what you're doing here. Par 3, relatively kind of a one-shot hole. You got to draw it from the left to the right, get through this gap. There are some crashing hyzer shots if you're getting risky over the right side here. We can see that airspace. But I'm gonna go classic, as the course designer wants. Penny putter, power grip. Just beat this big, tall tree trunk right here on the right side of it, and watch it slide up. Or on the left side and watch it work. Come on. Let's go. Good disc choice. Slightly missed my line, but I chose a slow enough disc to hold the angle a little bit easier. Slid up to circle one's edge. Don't forget that pine straw shuffle. Get that footing right. That low swing is just feeling so rhythmic. Back to the old me. Hello. We're racing daylight, hole 13. It's 276 feet. This is definitely one of the signatures on the course, mainly because of the green. The basket's perched on like a little bit of a deck, I would call it almost. A few feet higher than most of the other baskets out here, and you're out here in the wide open, so a lot of times if the wind is up on that day, you're gonna feel it on this green. Penny putter, really pick your poison shot. I'm going straight at it. Try to give it enough float to maybe just gently fade back at the end and nestle on up there into the chains. Oh, there's that baby turn and little fade back I was looking for. Just didn't quite commit to the amount of turn that I wanted. We got us a putt. We have to make that one. Long look here, debating on the jumper or just the standstill. I think I'm gonna go to the standstill. Luckily it's late in the day, so the wind is pretty non-existent. Get there. Oh my gosh. Almost dove in that low left pocket and just lipped on out. Finally player B doesn't have the answer. You know, I don't always bust out the basketball putt, but sometimes it is the best option available to you. Don't forget to watch your step while you grab your disc, and watch your head if you parked it. A lot of metal here. And a lot of mosquitoes. Go! Hole 14's 585 feet. This is an attackable par 4 if you have a massive roller or just big distance. You can see the couple trees well down there in the fairway, and if you can get past those and about 100, 150 feet up there, jogged off to the right, you might be close for that elusive eagle look, especially if you throw tumbleweed. You know what they like to do. These things roll across the country. Oh, it cut left enough, popped its way out of the woods. I did not hit the aim point that I needed to on the landing there. Oh well. I really wish I could have that roller shot back because this hole just sets up so well for how I like to throw it. And I know the eagle's available, especially if my kind of garbage shot got to here. Horny toad chip up, maybe even get a big flare skip. See if this toad jumps or not. It's gonna be deep with that. Yeah. Basket is perched just behind this beautiful oak tree here. I really like hole 14. Got a little bit for everyone. 4 holes to go out here at Northside Christian. This one just under 400 feet. Dead straight essentially. You can take this low right side, but I don't really see why you would because the gap's about at the same size as this one on the left, and it just leads you away from the basket. At this distance, the Frio should be perfect for the range here. I'm gonna come out of the hand with just a touch of hyzer. It should stand up as it flies. Oh man, I hit that line exactly how I wanted. Just kind of fell out of my hand a little bit low. It was a layup every time. If I had 2 rewinds for this whole round, I'd probably rewind the last tee shot and the one before, because I want them back. Hole 16 is a par 3, 286 feet. You have this mandatory on this post over here, keeping you from throwing that left hand, backhand, wide hyzer, or the big forehand. This right side is definitely available and should have some consistent skip back because it gets a little bit dry up there near the basket. Straight shot's also there, kind of low ceiling though. I'm gonna go Artemis, just punch it flat, maybe a touch of turn right at the basket. Oh, flat nose up. Well, we got a C2 putt, we'll take it. There's a little elevated peninsula this basket's on, so if the whole course is flooded, you could probably still play this green. Just shy there. Hole 17 is 291 feet. Really shapes for the gentle turnover with the right hand backhand. Penny putter time. Basket's sitting on a mound, so I want to put it close here. That'll be putting. Ooh, got the birdie here on 17. Hole 18, 709 feet, par 4, out of bounds everywhere. But you still gotta bomb it. Warbird time. There it is, dependable stability and trust every time out of the hand. And it was really cool, in this group we just played through, we have the winner of giveaway number 1, and we were gonna come here to Houston and meet up with him. I still hadn't texted him today to let him know exactly where we would be. Happened to play through him. Now we get to give the bag to him in person, so thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. And who knows, you might even get a hand-given giveaway if you're here in Texas. We have 281 feet for our last approach here at Northside Christian Church. Playing over the out of bounds road, out of bounds also left and right with the water that continues down through the bridge. Playing penny putter, dropping dimes, wait no, dropping pennies, come on. As long as it's face up. Such a money flyer. I thought I was gonna whack the pole or the basket even there. But instead we got a tap in birdie here to finish out day 12 of Vlogmas. We're almost halfway through, you guys. Already? I'm so sad. And I hope you are too, because we love bringing you this content. The trust in the Warbird on a shot like this really makes a hole like 18 a lot easier, knowing that you can put it out over the out of bounds, and that's gonna come back dependably every time. This one's in the alpha plastic. Good little dome on it. Some of the flatter ones, if you can find them, will be a lot straighter and more manageable if you're not bombing it over 500 feet, but if you are, this will answer all of your distance needs and then some. And the sun is setting on day 12 of Vlogmas. Once again, I'm Connor O'Reilly with Team Lone Star Disc and Team OTB Discs, and it's been a pleasure to bring you guys 25 courses in 25 days. We're almost halfway through day 13. Who knows what's next? It's gonna be a course in the Houston area. Can you guys guess it? Try to guess in the comments below, or maybe let us know a course you'd like to see, whether it's this Vlogmas or one in the future. Don't forget to enter the giveaway in the description below for that Saddle Up subscription box, because you guys want those fresh, custom only exclusive to the Saddle Up Box goodies. I promised you. A lot of promises. I know I'm talking about aces, and we're gonna get one of these days soon. The penny scared a couple baskets today. The new spur has filled a slot in the bag that I really desperately needed, and I feel ready to attack. So day 13, I'm coming, watch out.